bit late, yes. Thank you for answering.
Oh, that's okay. No, I understand. I'm sure you're very, very busy.
It's been a busy summer with the launch of the app and Perception premiering night before that. It's great. A lot of terrific energy right now.
Good. Now, Perception, is that a new show that you're on?
Oh, it is, yeah.
Okay.
It's a new series on TNT that stars Eric McCormack from Will and Grace.
Oh, okay. I don't get as much time to watch TV anymore now that I have kids, so I don't always hear about the new program.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah. Did you enjoy Will and Grace before you had children?
I don't think I ever saw any Will and Grace episodes. Growing up, we didn't have cable television, so we just got the basic channels. And well, that might have been on regular TV. I don't know. But my mom didn't like us to watch a lot of TV, so.
Right. Well, there you go.
But I'll have to check it out. What nights does it come on? Mondays? And
Monday night.
And what time on Mondays?
On TNT, after the closer.
Okay, cool. I'll look for that next week.
Okay.
All right. Well, do you want to tell me a little bit about your new app?
Have you had a chance to see it?
I haven't had a chance to try it because I don't have an iPad. And that was actually one of my questions. Is it going to be available for other devices or for, like, to use on Windows or anything soon?
We are looking at porting over to the Android platform. But in terms of tablet computers, and this is an app that is designed for tablet computers, not so much for smartphones, because what we are featuring, as we did on the television show Reading Rainbow, which did you ever see an episode of Reading Rainbow?
Oh, yes. I watched that a lot as a kid. I loved Reading Rainbow.
Okay, so like Reading Rainbow, we feature books. In fact, the service launched with 150 digitally enhanced books. And videos, 16 videos. The video gift strips were a real hallmark of the Reading Rainbow television series, right?
Yes.
So, when you're talking about children's picture books, screen size is really important.
Mm-hmm.
The tablet computers are the ideal mobile device for the app. Having said that, yes, we will port to Android and other devices. And we had to start somewhere, and the lion's share of tablet computers in the marketplace currently are what?
Apple.
iPad.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Well, because right now I have an iTouch. I don't even have an iPhone. But I do have a couple books on there that my daughter likes to read on my iTouch. So I'd love it if you had it so that it would work with my iTouch.
Like I said, not yet, but soon. We'll get there.
Okay, great. And now, I think I read that there's about 150 books on there right now. Are you going to be adding more books to it every month?
Absolutely. We're a subscription service. So that means that we charge per month. And as a subscription service, it is incumbent upon us to continually refresh the content. Never taking any of the books or videos off, but always adding new books, new videos, all the time.
Okay, great. And was there something in particular that made you decide to make this app?
Well, when PBS took Reading Rainbow out of the Ready to Learn lineup in 2009, it was sad, but it was also, it became an opportunity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There was a surprising outcry from that generation of adults now who watched Reading Rainbow growing up and were concerned that there would be no Reading Rainbow there for their children as they grew up. And my business partner and I looked at that and said, well, it seems that the brand has not outlived its usefulness, at least not yet. So what do we want to do? I mean, we knew we didn't want to do a television series. We'd done that for, I'd done that for 25 years. And so the question became, well, what do we do with the brand? And we really were looking at and doing something in the digital realm. We were looking at maybe creating a virtual world or something at the beginning, right?
Mm-hmm.
But about a year into our process, the iPad came out, and I looked at the book Alice, the app Alice for the iPad.
Uh-huh.
And was just blown away by the way the technology really enhanced the storytelling.
Yeah.
And I thought, wow, this is very cool. This is the future of digital literature. And that all led to this.
Cool. Now, are all of the books that are on the app, are they interactive books?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Just like we had a specific style of adapting literature for television, right?
Yeah.
Every feature on Reading Rainbow had a celebrity voiceover. The camera moved over the original art in the books in a really pastoral way. There was a real specific storytelling style. We've spent a lot of time determining what is our signature style for converting a book from print to digital in this app.
Okay. Yeah, it sounds really cool. I'm hoping that I'll get an iPad soon so I can try it out myself.
I'm hoping so too. I mean, I know they're expensive devices, but the good news is that with more and more competition in the marketplace, the price point for tablet computers will fall. Apple it's already rumored that they're going to be coming out in time for the holiday season with a smaller version, less expensive version of the iPad, right? So, these are all the things that we took into consideration when we started building this business.
Oh, cool. That's great. Well, I just had a few other questions for you, kind of along the Reading Rainbow line still. Do you have a favorite children's author?
Oh, I guess my favorite children's writer is Shel Silverstein because he's a wordsmith,
Yeah.
He's just a genius of language. I love his poetry. I love his point of view. I love the way he uses language to make kids laugh.
Yeah.
And I laugh all the time. I continually laugh when I read Shel, either aloud to groups of kids or just to myself.
Yeah, he is really good. So I guess my other question was if you had a favorite book to read to your children. Was that one of them?
Oh, yeah. Always, I love reading Shel to kids. I love reading a book called Disney Pie. I love reading Amazing Grace. Boy, there are just so many wonderful children's books. I have to say it's been really exciting to have been at least tangentially involved in the sort of renaissance of wonderful children's literature that's become available over the last 30 or so years.
Yeah.
It's pretty extraordinary.
Yeah, there's so many great books out there. I know that's one of my daughter's favorite things to do is to sit and read, and we read probably over an hour a day every day.
Right.
Now, I don't know how much more time do you have. Do you still have a little bit of time? I actually asked some of my fans on Facebook. I told them I'd be speaking with you today and asked them if they had any questions for you. Do you have time to answer some of those, or do you need to rush out to catch a plane?
One or two, yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Let me try to find some of the best ones. Most of the comments were just about from people who loved Reading Rainbow, and they were really excited. Some asked, if it's going to come back. Do you think it'll ever be on TV again, or is it available in DVD form that people could purchase?
Later on this year, we will be releasing episodes of Reading Rainbow on live streaming services like they'll be available on iTunes and and other live streaming services. And yes, we will be releasing special collector's editions of Reading Rainbow episodes on DVD as well.
Okay, great. I had one person ask, she was wondering what your thoughts are on why there aren't more shows like Reading Rainbow on TV anymore.
I don't know. Because I don't know how to answer that question.
I guess as moms, we miss a lot of shows like that. You know, when my daughter's 2.5, and I just recently started to look for shows like that and Mr. Rogers, things that can really help them use their imagination, and it doesn't seem like you can find those as easily anymore.
I think we're living in an age where, part of the give and take relationship that we have with technology in this culture is that we expect for it to do it all for us, including exercise our imaginations. We are kind of addicted to having it all done for us in this culture.
Yeah.
And I think that's reflected seriously in the kind and quality of children's media available to them.
Okay. All right. Well, just one more question. I had somebody ask, when people meet you on the street, what do they recognize you from? Is it Roots? Is it Star Trek or Reading Rainbow?
Yes.
Is there one in particular that you're remembered for more often than the others?
Depends on the age of the person who's doing the remembering.
Well, that makes sense. All right. Well, thank you so much for calling and talking with me today. It was really a treat for me.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate your time. And again, I'm sorry for having been so tardy.
Oh, that's perfectly fine. Have a safe travel day today. And thank you again.
Thanks so much. Looking forward to reading your post.
Thanks. Yeah, I think we might actually be able to. I think we've been talking about giving a gift subscription to the service away too to some of my readers. So I know we'll be really excited about that.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much. Have a great day.
My pleasure. You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.